So, you're over 60, still got that fire in your belly, and you're dreaming about a life afloat. Or maybe you're already living it, but you're ready to trade up to something a little more comfortable, a little more forgiving, and built to match your rhythm. You're not chasing speed records anymore, you're chasing sunsets, and you want a boat that'll get you there safely, comfortably, and with as little fuss as possible. In this video, I'm sharing 10 large sailboats that are absolutely perfect for men over 60. And yeah, that includes folks who sail solo, couples, or anyone ready to enjoy serious time on the water without crawling into tight spaces or wrestling with complicated gear. These aren't flashy regatta toys. They're honest, capable cruisers with the right mix of space, stability, and ease of handling. Some are classics. Some are modern comforts afloat. All of them are built for real life at sea. If you've been wondering what boats can actually go the distance and keep you smiling while they do it, stick around. You just might find your next home on the water. If I had to name one boat that just feels like it was designed for the mature sailor with long-haul dreams, the Hallberg-Rassy 46 would be right near the top. This is a proper offshore cruiser with a build quality that stood the test of time. It's got that famous center cockpit, high coamings for safety, and a solid protected feel that gives you confidence when the weather turns sour. You don't have to be scrambling around on deck either. Sail handling is smartly organized and can be done from the cockpit, especially with a furling main and head sail. Down below, it's a floating cabin in the woods. Real teak, proper joinery, loads of ventilation. Everything's built for comfort and durability. The aft cabin is spacious and private, which is perfect if you're sailing with a partner and want your own space now and then. What I love most is how the Hallberg-Rassy 46 doesn't try to impress with gimmicks. It's just, steady, trustworthy, and built with the kind of wisdom you only get from years at sea. For anyone over 60 looking for a reliable, go-anywhere cruiser, this boat's a dream come true. The Oyster 485 is what happens when you mix serious blue water performance with the kind of comfort that makes life on board not just bearable, but downright enjoyable. This boat is all about quality without shouting about it. From the moment you step on, it just feels right, solid underfoot, well laid out, and built to be sailed across oceans, not just around the bay. What makes the Oyster special for older sailors is the attention to handling and comfort. Everything's designed so you're not having to contort yourself or rush around when conditions get rough. The center cockpit is deep and safe, and visibility from the helm is excellent. Under sail, she's steady, fast enough to keep you grinning, but predictable in a way that doesn't wear you out. Inside, it's like walking into a cozy cottage. The saloon is bright and spacious, the galley is easy to work in at sea, and the aft cabin, big enough to stretch out without bumping your elbows. If you're planning long-term cruising, or just want to live aboard without compromising on quality of life, the Oyster 485 is one of the best out there, bar none. The Amel Super Maramu 53 is practically legendary among long-distance cruisers, and for good reason. It's not flashy, it's not a racer, but if you're serious about living aboard and crossing oceans with minimal stress, this boat is about as good as it gets, especially for older sailors who value smart design over fancy trim. It's a catch rig, which means smaller, more manageable sails, and it was built from the keel up for short-handed sailing. Most of them came equipped with electric winches, in-mast furling, and even bow thrusters, which makes handling a boat of this size surprisingly easy, even solo. You can do almost everything from the cockpit. Below deck, it's practical and comfortable. The layout is designed to be lived in, not just admired in a showroom. Loads of storage, proper passageways, and a cozy aft cabin that feels like a private retreat. It's not the fanciest interior, but it works. And it works at sea, which is what matters. The Amel Super Maramu is ideal for anyone who wants a boat that's been engineered with real-life sailing in mind. If you're over 60 and planning serious miles, it's a top-tier choice. The Beneteau 473 is one of those boats that just seems to tick all the boxes for comfortable coastal or blue water cruising, especially for someone who wants a modern, spacious boat that doesn't require a full crew to handle. It's roomy, well-appointed, and sails smoothly, which makes it a solid pick for older sailors who want to enjoy their time on the water without making it a workout. This boat has a wide beam and a big open cockpit that's easy to move around in. The twin wheels give excellent helm access, and everything's reachable without having to scramble across the deck. With furling sails and thoughtful rigging, it's totally manageable for a couple or even solo in the right conditions. Below decks, you'll find one of the most livable layouts in its class. Loads of headroom, natural light, and a galley that actually works at sea. The aft cabin is spacious, and the saloon is perfect for hosting friends or just stretching out with a book on a quiet anchorage. The Beneteau 473 offers modern comfort and ease of use, making it a great option for men over 60 who still want to cover serious miles. Or just enjoy life aboard in style. The Hylas 49 is one of those boats that quietly impresses. It doesn't scream luxury, but once you spend time aboard, you realize it was built by people who really understood long-term blue water cruising. It's strong, comfortable, and sails beautifully. And for sailors in their 60s and beyond, it strikes that perfect balance between rugged performance and live-aboard comfort. First off, this is a solid, ocean-capable cruiser with a conservative hull shape, skeg-hung rudder, and a powerful cutter rig. That gives you flexibility with sail plans and confidence in big seas. The deck layout is straightforward and efficient. No nonsense, nothing that'll trip you up when you're tired or sailing solo. Step below, and you'll find one of the warmest, coziest interiors out there. Rich woodwork, practical galley layout, and a lovely aft cabin with an island berth that doesn't require climbing or squeezing. It feels like a home, not a hotel lobby. If you're after a dependable partner for serious offshore work, or just want a boat that's easy to live with and sails like a dream, the Hylas 49 is a quiet gem, built to take care of you, not wear you out. The Pacific Seacraft 44 is a cruiser's cruiser. It's got that classic blue water look, longbow overhang, moderate freeboard, and a cutter rig, but what really sets it apart is the feeling of security and craftsmanship it gives you. If you're over 60 and still have big voyages in mind, this boat is a loyal companion that won't let you down when the weather turns sour. It's a full keel design with a skeg-hung rudder, which means it tracks like a train and handles rough seas with confidence. The cockpit is deep and secure without feeling cramped, and you can manage the sails easily from there with well-placed winches and lines. Many are equipped with wind vanes and solar setups, making them ideal for long-term independence offshore. Inside, it's warm, traditional, and cozy in the best sense. The joinery is top-notch, and the layout is sensible. Good handholds, solid fixtures, and everything you need for real-world living aboard. The aft cabin gives you a proper sleeping space, and the galley is safe to cook in even when it's bouncing. For the seasoned sailor who wants a rugged, go-anywhere home on the water, the Pacific Seacraft 44 is as trustworthy as they come. The Tayana 48 DS, that's deck saloon, is a big, capable cruiser that offers something a lot of older sailors really value: visibility and space. Thanks to its raised saloon design, you get panoramic views from inside, which makes time at anchor or long passages infinitely more pleasant. No more feeling like you're stuck in a dark cave when the weather turns. This is a heavy displacement boat with a full-bodied hull and a long waterline, which translates to comfort and steadiness offshore. It's built solid, sails predictably, and is laid out with long-term cruising in mind. It's got package for real voyaging and storage for months of supplies, making it ideal if you're looking at extended trips or full-time living aboard. Below decks, it's all about livability. You can actually stand up straight, the saloon is bathed in natural light, and the aft cabin is a proper retreat. The galley is well-placed and functional, and the woodwork has that warm, classic feel that never gets old. If you're after a boat that doesn't just sail well but makes life aboard feel a bit more like home, with some great views while you're at it, the Tayana 48 DS delivers in spades. The Moody 46 is a cruiser's dream for anyone who wants a solid, roomy, and ocean-ready boat without stepping into the realm of super yachts. Designed for comfort, simplicity, and safety, it hits the sweet spot for older sailors who still want to roam but aren't looking to wrestle with complicated systems or a hyper-tuned race boat. This is a center cockpit design, which means it has a huge aft cabin, one of the best in its class, and a commanding view from the helm. That cockpit is deep, protected, and easy to move around in, with all the sail controls led back so you don't have to chase lines across the deck. Down below, it feels like a floating cottage. Big saloon, loads of natural light, and a galley that's tucked out of the way but totally usable underway. The quality of build is classic British, strong, conservative, and designed for long-haul comfort rather than flash. If you want a boat that'll let you cruise far and wide, host friends aboard without tripping over each other, and sail safely even when the wind picks up, the Moody 46 is one of the best-kept secrets out there. The Passport 470 is one of those boats that immediately gives you that feeling. The one where you step aboard and think, yep, I could live here. It's designed for serious cruising, but it's also a joy to live on. For older sailors who are planning real adventures, or even just living full-time on the hook, this boat offers comfort, class, and competence in equal measure. It's a center cockpit cruiser with a balanced hull shape and skeg-hung rudder, stable, predictable, and kind to its crew. Many are cutter-rigged, giving you sail plan flexibility, and most of the controls are led aft so you're not running around the deck when things get lively. Inside, it's simply gorgeous. High-quality joinery, thoughtful layouts, and smart use of space make it feel bigger than it is. The aft stateroom is especially nice, a real escape with good ventilation and a proper mattress. There's storage everywhere, and everything's finished with the kind of care you rarely see in mass-market boats. If you're in your 60s and thinking seriously about comfort, reliability, and aesthetics that hold up year after year, the Passport 470 is worth every look. The Catalina 470 is one of those boats that proves you don't need a custom build or boutique brand to cruise comfortably. It's a big production boat with smart features, great livability, and an excellent support network. And for sailors over 60, that combination can be a game changer. This is a roomy boat with a beam that gives you plenty of space both above and below deck. The cockpit is wide and comfortable, with dual wheels and plenty of room to move. Sail controls are simple and accessible, especially if you go for a model with furling gear and autopilot. No need to overthink things. Down below, it's spacious, bright, and welcoming. The aft cabin is massive. Seriously, it feels more like a proper bedroom than a cabin. You get tons of headroom, big tanks, and lots of storage, which makes it great for longer stays aboard. Plus, Catalina's known for designing boats with real people in mind. Practical layouts, not just pretty pictures. If you want a big, comfortable cruiser that's relatively easy to maintain, won't cost a fortune, and feels like home from day one, the Catalina 470 deserves a spot on your shortlist. Alright, there you have it. 10 large sailboats that are absolutely perfect for us fellas over 60 who still crave adventure, but want to do it with a bit more ease, comfort, and peace of mind. Whether you're planning to live aboard full-time, cruise the coastlines, or maybe even point the bow toward the horizon and just keep going, there's something in this list that'll fit the bill. These boats aren't about chasing the wind like we did in our younger years. They're about finding that balance. Enough performance to keep you smiling, enough comfort to keep your back happy, and the kind of reliability that lets you sleep well at anchor. Because, let's face it, sailing at this stage of life isn't about proving anything. It's about enjoying the ride, soaking up the sunsets, and maybe sipping something cold in a quiet anchorage with no rush to be anywhere else. If one of these boats caught your eye, I'd say dig a little deeper, talk to owners, walk the docks, and, most importantly, imagine yourself aboard. That's how the right boat finds you. Thanks for hanging out, and until next time, fair winds, following seas, and smooth sailing, my friend.